far as the results of my expectations that I'm looking to see here is what are the levels of stress?
The brain map doing Reiki today, where we're able to actually pair sort of subjective experience with neurophysiological data. I think that this is just the beginning, that we needed to repeat this today.
It's the second time that we're doing.
Kind of a lot of overactivity throughout the different frequencies that we looked at associated with depression.
Hi everyone, I'm Gila, I'm the Reiki master, and this is Toby here. He's from Neuroflex. He is a board certified
brain trainer, and I'm going to be measuring the electrical activity of the brain to see what changes during a Reiki session. So we're going to measure what brain waves and what areas of the brain change in function and observe kind of scientifically how Reiki is producing its healing benefits. So we're about to do a brain map, which is the study of the electrical activity of the brain. And we're going to be measuring Jordan's brain waves at baseline right now and then see how they change as she does the Reiki session today. So we're going to start setting you up here. So I'm going to start by just wiping off your head with an alcohol wipe with a little bit of the skin prep gel. It's just going to get any of the natural oils off your skin so we get a nice clean connection. So these sticky pads are going to just be holding the cap in place on your forehead. And I'm going to be putting the cap over you and putting some of the electrode gel into each of the ear clips and then each of the electrodes, wiggling it around a little bit so we get a good connection. So I'm expecting to see a decrease in the faster beta brainwaves that are usually linked to a lot of stress, worry, ruminating thoughts. Probably an increase in the production of the slower alpha and theta brainwaves that are associated with meditation, deep relaxation, and a lot of emotional healing. We're seeing the electrical rhythms at each of the different sites driving all of the thoughts, emotions, behaviors. Jordan, you can see the head map, so showing how good of a signal that we have. We want ideally all of those little circles to turn green or white. That means we have an excellent connection.
What are the expectations that I'm looking to see here is what are the levels of stress before and after, and how Reiki can actually lower stress levels in your mind and in your body. This is something that I would like to see.
All right, Jordan, so we've got a good connection here. So we're gonna get started with the recording. We're gonna do about 5 minutes with your eyes closed. So we have a baseline to compare to when we're looking at what changes in your brain during the Reiki session. So I think depression often occurs when people are experiencing, so much anxiety that their nervous systems just kind of burn out, and then they get left with kind of this very low energy, depressed state that we can kind of measure with the brain map. I would expect by decreasing the anxiety, getting Jordan into a really deep, relaxed session today, that she should hopefully exhibit more of the balanced brain waves that are associated with calm and good mood.
So this is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna work from your head to your toes, but mainly we're going to be working on your solar plexus today. Usually women in general, most of the emotions go down here to the stomach area. Okay, so let's start here with taking just 4 deep inhalations and exhalations. And just relax the pillow. And let your legs just release, be released, no tension. We had to be super quiet, which was really hard. We had computers around, cameras around. We had to tell everyone to keep it quiet and just believe. So here we are. That was the only way to actually do this Reiki session today. You're loving it?
Yeah, no, this is gonna be great.
Look at his smile. He's like, oh.
So compared to the baseline brain map where we saw Jordan's brain showed a lot of indications of brain fog, inattention, anxiety, and potentially some mood issues going on. Once we did the Reiki session, she showed really significant improvement to a better mood, to reduce stress, better management of stress and resilience. The way we did it last time was measuring the brain waves before and then after the Reiki session. We actually didn't see really too many changes in Jordan's brain kind of before and after. So it was really good change in terms of measuring, because I think we were able to see really how Reiki is altering the brain waves in the midst of the session. It was actually a really great thing that we needed to repeat this today, because
we're not going to say the reason. That's a secret.
That I think last time I came in a pretty good headspace and like feeling pretty good in my body, and I left feeling amazing. But this time we were able to see, like, actually I came in on my period with a lot of anxiety, and we saw during like the changes in my brain, and now I still feel like those changes in my body afterward as well.
The brain map doing Reiki today, where we're able to actually pair sort of subjective experience with neurophysiological data, so being able to kind of quantify what changed and maybe why Jordan felt a lot better and calmer,
Right.
you know, based on what changed. So I think that this is just the beginning. Brain mapping can be helpful to measure what's going on during breath work, during meditation, psychedelic experiences. So there's a lot of different, you know, things we can measure and be able to quantify by science.
Right.
That's what I'm really passionate about, kind of, you know, merging those two worlds together.